From the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab in this one, Jonah Tom. What should we keep an eye on here?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
About to get started here. Here's Cody Bellinger. And here we go with game 2. Swings through that.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. 1 out in the top of the first. So up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. On the ground at first, Polanco. He steps on the bag. 2 away here in the top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Just missed it. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
They got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The high heat, too much on that one. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Out to short, Volpe. Over to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. 2 down, bases empty. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. It's 0-1. That one fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's a ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the veteran first baseman, Jorge Polanco. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Second game of the NLCS. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. And a swing and a miss.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's going to be Trent Grisham. Grisham in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 down. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. One down. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. In there for strike one. Next offering is fouled back.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Goldschmidt. On the ground, out to short. Lindor on to first. That is the inning. Bottom of the 2nd. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. In the air, right field. Judge has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. And now the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. Late swing fouled off. Line and a base hit into right. And the tying run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Marcus Semien stands in now, looks at that one inside. Line drive. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Now he breaks his back, and the inning is over. Back here in Queens, top half of the 3rd inning, Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And that is out of play. That's in for a strike, a slider. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jose Caballero. Trying to bunt his way on. And that's just foul. Caballero, in his 3rd season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at 3rd. the count 1-2.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
And that one is lifted in the air. Baden on his way over. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the Yankee order. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Curve in the dirt.
Nope, ball 2.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that gives Jazz Chisholm Jr. a chance to hit with 2 out.
He was all over that one. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof.
Nope,
he
that's
pulled
up,
it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Nope,
well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Bellinger goes. Pitches low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout inning over. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the last of the third. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. There's a swing and a drive. That one's carrying. And it one-hops the wall. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 2 of the NLCS. On the ground. Over to Goldie. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Digging in, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 1. Now one missed. High fly ball, right field. Judge under it. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He circles the bases, and that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful.
Now here is Jorge Polanco. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. He'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Well struck, right field. And gone! They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-1. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. First and second, 2 outs. Now it's Marcus Semien. Hard liner. And that ends the inning. here in Queens as we go to the top of the fourth. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 1-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Gone. Straight into the visitor's bullpen. He sends one out the opposite way. Taking over on the mound for the Mets,
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that started up for him.
Right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 2 of the NLCS. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The batter now, Austin Wells.
That's a ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it. There's one to first. Not in time. Great effort there. Paul Goldschmidt down. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swinging a foul straight back. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
Oh,
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. That's outside. Ball 2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that is that. Back here at Citi Field. Bottom 4, Brett Baty up now for the Mets. Brian Weathers will get back to work. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Luis Robert now. A double and a run scored his first time up. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add a run. It's 4-2.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Lindor in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And now the 0-1. Lindor swings through that one.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
There's a swing and a drive. And that is foul. The 0-2. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Inside, almost got him.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. They go back to back, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-2. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip.
Volpe throws to first in time. Got the out. Juan Soto down. He's already homered in this game. And that's way high. And that's ball one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
To the right side. Slides for the stop. Throw to the pitcher. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Ready now for the fifth inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Foul ball.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On to first. One away here in the fifth. And next for New York, Jose Caballero. Flied to right his first time. That's a little bit low. And a bunt towards third. And it goes just foul. That one finds the zone. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Flips the corner. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
That's the ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that is that. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Camilo Doval.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 6-2.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Alvarez, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And next is the designated hitter, Mark Vientos. He's 2 for 2. Check swing went around, and the count 1-2. Out towards right center field. Judge on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here is Marcus Semien. First pitch swinging.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Whoa.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across. Last half of inning number 5.
That's a ball.
Hard hit left side. Over to Goldie. And that'll do it. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Second game of the LCS. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swung on, broken back, grounder to third. Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
Didn't exactly square that one up.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound. 91.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Judge into box again, takes a strike.
Oh.
Chisholm on at first, nobody out.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back. Into this ball game.
And that one is lifted in the air. Baden going back on this one. And there's one down. One out man at first. Now up as the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh.
Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. And that's outside. And the count's full. Ground ball right side. Simeon throws to first in time. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off.
That's the ball.
Late on that fastball. Swing and a pop-up. Alvarez should have this one. And that's the third out. Back here in Queens, bottom of the sixth. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Doval, a 6'2 righty, 28 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Back foot slider ties him up. Struck him out. And now it's Luis Robert. He's already homered here in this one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Bobachek gets a chance to hit. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Big situation. And here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
One out away from getting out of a huge jam in this NLCS.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Handles, throws the first. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
No, that's
that
a ball.
one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
2-2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. In the air to left center. Soto on the move to the alley. 1 away. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Volpe stands in here, takes ball one low. Inside, and it's 2-0. That one missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 2 away. And up next for New York, Jose Caballero. Swings through that one for strike 2. And the sweeper is off the plate. Got him swinging. Bottom of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Jorge Polanco. Tap foul at the plate. Now the 0-1. In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. The 1-1 is fouled off. Polanco gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Now it's the DH, Mark Vientos. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Out to short. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here in Queens, we go to the 8th. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Left field. Fair ball. And he'll get there with a double to lead off the 8th.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And it's 1-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. And they'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop 3rd strike. Here is Aaron Judge. Judge comes up empty there. On the ground to short. Lindor throws to first in time. And there's 2 away. Here's Stanton now. 2 outs and a runner at 3rd. Here in the late stages of game 2. Strike 2. Swings and misses. And he's registered. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brent Hedrick.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
High high fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. Comes up empty.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That one way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Next pitch misses way outside. In the air, left side. Bellinger under it. 2 away now. So here's Robert now.
Oh.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the NLCS. Ripped to short. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. Wells stands in now and watches strike 1. Late with the swing there.
But just got to delete it. He give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-2. Stays alive. The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. And it skips into dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two now. Inside, just missed. This one popped up. Alvarez under it. And there's one away. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Close, but called the ball. And that is ball 1. That one pushed foul. This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Can't glove it cleanly. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.